Hello, and welcome back to the Inspiring ECE podcast, where we are all about building community, support, empowerment, inspiration, and motivation. I'm your host, Marcia Nicole, and today we're going to do something a little different. Today's episode is going to be a wellness check-in because I've been hearing from so many of you that are feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, and stressed. I wanted to thank you for all your DMs and your messages, and I'm here to tell you that I hear you. But most of all, you are not alone. So today, we're going to take a moment to reflect on our own well-being and see how we can take better care of ourselves to be able to persevere. So let's sit back and get into today's episode. Get ready to reunite your passion for early childhood education. I'm your host, Marcia Nicole, and welcome to the Inspiring ECE podcast. Our goal is to build community where you feel inspired and motivated to be the best version of yourself. So join us as we dive into the world of early childhood education together and reunite that fire that brought you into this profession. As an educator, I know how challenging and rewarding the field can be, and that's why I created this podcast. We'll explore the latest trends and challenges faces in the field. We'll have expert guests and webinars and provide workshop, coaching, and mentorship programs that will help guide you to your ideal work-life balance. So join us as we dive into the world of early childhood education together and reunite that fire that brought you to this profession in the first place. So let's get started. First things first, let's talk about how you're feeling. It's okay to admit that you're struggling. We are all human and we all have our limits. Sometimes it feels like we're expected to be superheroes all the time, especially when we're taking care of children. But the truth is, we can only give so much before we need to recharge our own batteries. So, if you feel like you need a break, don't be afraid to take one. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. And I can relate. As a mother of 3, been currently taking post-secondary study for the past 5 years straight, still being in the classroom full-time, plus all of the other things that are happening, I know that struggle bus is real. So let's talk about one of my favorite metaphors. And it's about that cup. You pour so much of yourself into your work, your family, your community, and it is easy to forget to fill your own cup sometimes. But taking time for yourself is not selfish. We shouldn't feel guilty. It is necessary. When we are feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, it's important to recognize that our cup might be running low. And it's okay. We need to refill it. It is natural to feel that way sometimes. And it's just a sign that is telling you it's time to take a step back, to refocus, and it's time for some recharging. Like I mentioned before, this episode's just structured a little bit differently. So, I want to take this time to remind you of something extremely important. That the work you do is vital. I know we don't always feel like we're getting the recognition that we deserve, but the truth is, we are making a difference in the lives of children we care for. You are making a difference. One child at a time, multiple children at a time, and that is something to be proud of. So, let's take a moment and celebrate you, your dedication to the children, and your dedication to the childcare industry. So, educators, finally, I want to encourage you to take time for yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the needs of others, whether it's our own families, our friends, or the children we care for. But remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. So take some time to recharge. Whether it's a few minutes a day or a whole day off, you deserve it. And you'll be better equipped to handle whatever challenges come your way. So take care of yourself when you can. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you for joining me on this wellness check-in. Remember, it's okay to take time for yourself without guilt and prioritize your wellness. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me at edu@ispire.com via email or on social media at ispire2educate. I'm always happy to have conversations with any of you. So until next time, keep inspiring. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Inspiring ECE podcast. Thank you for joining us. We had a blast, and we hope you did too. Remember, this is your community, and we want to hear from you. So connect with us on social media at ispire2educate. Visit our website at ispire2educate.com, and also send us an email. All the details will be in the description or the show notes. And don't forget, we're here to support you through your educational journey. So subscribe and tune in for future episodes. And let's continue to inspire and support each other to the best versions of ourselves. Until next time, have yourself a great day.